Each year, Open Doors assembles the World Watch List to focus the world's attention on places where religious freedom is limited, where persecution occurs. Based on data received from reports around the globe, this list of 50 countries is created to bring attention to the most oppressive places in the world for Christians to live. This gives Christians who are free to believe an opportunity to unite in prayer, provide advocacy, give assistance, and encourage suffering believers. Here is a brief overview of 4 countries on this list. In Morocco, converting to Christianity is discouraged, and evangelism is often prohibited. Moroccan authorities are more apt to deport Christians rather than torture or kill them for their religious beliefs. In Pakistan, the expression of one's faith is severely limited. Since Islam is recognized as a state religion, blasphemy laws are used to intimidate and eliminate non-Muslims. Authorities often ignore pleas for justice. Other countries where persecution is most severe include Iran. Under the judicial interpretation of Sharia law, any Muslims who convert to Christianity can face a mandatory penalty of death. Existing secret house churches are watched by secret police. Those who attend are often arrested and beaten. North Korea is the most dangerous country in the world for Christians. Here, everyone is required to worship the nation's leader, Kim Jong-il. He and his son, Kim Jong-un, named successor of his father, have targeted Christians as a threat to their country. If believers are discovered in North Korea, they are sent to labor camps and often executed. These countries represent an often ignored truth today. More Christians have been tortured and killed for their faith in the past 100 years than in the previous 1900 years combined. Share the truth with others. The Islamic Republic of Pakistan is the second largest Muslim population in the world. Of the country's 173 million people, 96% are Muslims, but only 2 to 3% are Christians. Blasphemy laws are frequently abused. With these laws, anyone can be falsely accused of defiling the Quran or insulting the name of the Prophet Muhammad.
Many people are lying in prison, and if they do get out of prison, they are liable to be killed.
One of the worst examples of this occurred in the small town of Gojra.
पर एक शादी में एक मसला बना था, लोगों ने पर्चियां फेंक दी तो उन्होंने कहा जी ये कुरान की पर्ची हैं। जो एक दिन का वक्फा दे के गोजरा शहर पर हमला किया गया, क्रिश्चियन बस्ती पे, जहां पर 7 लोगों को जिंदा जला दिया गया।
It was never proven that the Christians were guilty of blasphemy, but the damage was done. These brutal atrocities were reported to the local authorities.
Till now, nobody has ever been punished for having falsely accused or done something, killed some Christian for some reason or the other without proper judicial inquiry, and they're not punished.
हालात को मद्देनजर रखते हुए हर पाकिस्तानी सोचता है कि यहाँ से पीस हो, अमन हो, और इस तरह की जो फजूलियात है वो ना हो। लेकिन हम खुदावंद के सामने रखते हैं कि अगर खुदावंद को हमारी जरूरत इधर ही है तो हमें इधर इस्तेमाल करे और हमारी मदद करे। किसी ऐसे कंट्री या किसी ऐसे किस्म मुल्क में हमें सेटल करे जहाँ पे हमारे
Christians in Pakistan are in a desperate situation. Their only source of hope rests in God and the global Christian community. Where the church has freedom today, it must express it by standing with its Pakistani sisters and brothers in Christ. Please pray for them today. They are silenced in their own land. You can be their voice in high places. They are suffering. Please stand with them in faith today.
من مخفی زندگی میکردم. من مجبور بودم که به طور مخفیانه ایمان خودم رو حفظ کنم، چون اونا منو نمیپذیرفتن، منو قبول نمیکردن.
من در میان مردم خودم، کسانی که از خون خودم بودن، زندگی میکردم، ولی نمیتونستم ایمان خودم رو به اونها نشون بدم.
من در کنار اونا زندگی میکردم، ولی اونا نباید میفهمیدن که من دعا میکنم.
خیلی ها مثل من بودن، ولی من نمیتونستم هرگز اونها رو بشناسم.
من با ترس زندگی میکردم.
آنها ایمان منو قبول نداشتن.
من طرد شده بودم.
من مثل یه آدم کافر و بی خدا بودم.
من ایمانم رو مخفی نگه داشتم.
Throughout the Muslim world, brothers and sisters who once followed Islam, but who now follow Jesus, are paying the highest price for their beliefs. They are called infidels. They are kidnapped, beaten, imprisoned, and even killed. In their homelands, secret believers are struggling for their faith and their lives.
They will not be accepted. They will not be allowed to function. So they really operate on two levels. As a part of the Islamic society they grew up in, but now they also have a real desire in their hearts to follow Jesus, and they do everything possible to please Jesus through their life and their conduct.
The message of jihad, defending Islam, is instilled in Muslims from childhood. Eternal punishment is promised to all who do not follow this and every pillar of Islam. Radical extremists instill this message of terror in the Muslim community. Their objective is clear: to take Islam to all the earth. But even in the face of this, many Muslims are eager to learn more about Jesus.
They meet and hear about Jesus Christ, and that's a totally radical new message.
ولی من به شما میگویم دشمنان خود را دوست بدارید.
And here's the prophet who says, love your enemies. They've been taught to hate their enemies.
برای کسایی که شما را اذیت میکنن دعا کنید.
This is confusing, and they want to know more about who Jesus Christ is.
The Christian church is allowed to coexist in many Muslim countries, but in some cases, they are barely surviving. They face social and economic sanctions. Evangelizing to Muslims is strictly prohibited. The fear of reprisal is very real.
They have done everything. They have threatened us on the phone. They threatened us with kidnapping our children, with raping my daughter, with giving us exemplary punishment, and even killing us.
They seek community with other Christians, but where will they go? They want to learn more about Jesus, but who will teach them? The challenges facing secret believers are many, but the greatest danger all too often comes from within their own families.
Muslims who become followers of Christ face a number of challenges. First and foremost, just staying alive. Often their families are their biggest threat to their lives. They will persecute them and beat them severely, urging them to come back to Islam and saying, if you won't come back to Islam, we're going to kill you.
In spite of the enormous risk, many secret believers are ready to openly proclaim their faith. They are eager to share the good news of Jesus, but they often lack Christian resources and education. In many Muslim countries, Christians can't read. There are no seminaries, and pastors are in desperate need of training. Open Doors is committed to supporting secret believers and strengthening the Christian church in these Muslim strongholds. Through Bible distribution, leadership training, financial assistance, advocacy, and prayer, Open Doors is standing side by side with our Christian brothers and sisters in the Muslim world.
من باید از زندگی مخفی بیرون بیام و در مورد راستی صحبت کنم
که عیسی مسیح باشه. آخه تا کی من باید ایمان خودم رو مخفی کنم؟ من میدونم که من باید از این ایمان مخفیانه‌ای که دارم در بیام و در مورد راستی صحبت کنم. اما چطور؟
Isolation, persecution, rejection. Secret believers face overwhelming odds as they seek to openly profess their faith. They need our help. They need our prayers. They need our love.
Brother Andrew uses a little acronym, and that is the word Islam.
From now on, spell Islam as I sincerely love all Muslims. You should do that. What hinders it?